Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews. I really appreciate you joining me today. Now I've got another really cool shopping in Japan watch for you. Today we have the Citizen Promaster Mont Bell 200 meter limited edition solar diver, and this is model number BN0121-51L. And as usual, we're going to open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, wearability, and lume, and then I'll let you know what I think of this Citizen Mont Bell collaboration. Now, as you know, I partnered up with Shopping in Japan, and I just love dealing with these folks. Great prices, reasonable shipping fees. They loan me these watches. I don't get to keep them, nor do I make a dime if any of y'all buy a watch from Shopping in Japan. But you can save yourself some money by using my coupon code MAV20OFF. That's MAV20OFF. And that's going to save yourself $20 off at checkout, and that's going to cover most of your shipping costs from Japan. They're reasonable to begin with, but that's going to cover most of it anyway. Also, make sure you visit my Teespring merch store and pick yourself up a t-shirt or a mug. It is the holiday season coming up, by the way. They're on sale from now until the end of the year. Make sure you use coupon code MAV15OFF, and that's MAV15OFF, and that'll save you 15% off your entire order. I'll make sure to put both of those links down in the description field for you. So guys, I'm on kind of like a Citizen watch kick, actually like a Citizen and G-Shock watch kick here recently. Man, these companies are just putting out some great products. This has actually been out, I think, for a couple years. But again, I just haven't gotten around to reviewing one. I've always wanted to review one. Now I've got the 300 meter diver that's got the monocoque case as well. And I think that's French for single shell, by the way. But this is another one of those monocoque case watches. And I just think they're super cool. I really love them, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this thing up. And I'll put up the specs on the left-hand side of the screen. Now this isn't really normally a watch size that I would really wear. This is a 40 millimeter, but it just doesn't wear that small. It wears a little bit bigger. I'm not quite sure, maybe because the indexes are larger. I'm not quite sure, but it doesn't look like a 40 millimeter to me for some reason, but it is. So anyway, you get your watch pillow, you get your manual right there, and you get some stuff in Japanese. This is probably to register on Citizen's website in Japan. Let me show you this. There you go. Blah, 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 blah. And let's go ahead and talk about this watch. And this is a really simple yet extremely well-built watch. And that's what really attracted me to it, and the dial color. I love that kind of muted blue. It's just a really nice looking watch, man. All right, guys, you're looking at a 40 millimeter super titanium case. It's 11.7 millimeters thick. It's 46.2 millimeters lug to lug. It's on a 20 millimeter super titanium bracelet. You get a sapphire crystal with an AR coating. It's water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. You get the E168 movement with a 6-month power reserve. You also get power save mode and low power warning. That's where the second hand will jump every 2 seconds when the watch needs to be charged. You do get a really nice knurled screw down crown over here at 3 o'clock with some crown guards. One of my favorite crowns of all time, by the way. You do have a sealed monocoque case back, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Of course, it's not windable. It is hackable. You do get a date feature over there at 3 o'clock. You do not get a day feature. You get Citizen's proprietary lume, one of the best colored lumes ever. Of course, it's solar powered. The bezel is fixed, and it is cased in China. Now again, guys, a very simple yet well thought out and extremely well made watch. I just love this thing, man. I love that muted blue dial color and the mixture of Arabic numerals with those long rectangles. The hands are really cool. They're a little bit longer than you normally see on a Citizen watch. You got a sword hand for the minute hand. You've got a little arrow and triangle at the end of the hour hand. The second hand on the back end, the balance is blacked out, so you just see the white, where the white intercepts with the hour and minute hand, so you don't see the rest of the second hand right there. Of course, you've got Citizen up there at the top at 12 o'clock. You've got Mont Bell in limited edition underneath. Now, Mont Bell is a Japanese sportswear company, kind of like North Face or Eddie Bauer. They've been around forever, and I guess they decided to do a collaboration with Citizen. I'm glad they did. This is a really, really cool watch. Now, I'm going to show you the monocoque case back here in just a second, but if you look at the case and bracelet, it's really mostly brushed. I don't see any polished areas on the case itself until you flip it over and boom, look at that. The underside on each side of the case is polished. And of course, there you go. There is your monocoque case back. And I'll show you that in a little bit more detail here in a second. So on either side, this huge polished strip right there. Look at that. wonder why they did that. It's really cool looking though. So anyway, so let me look at the rest of the bracelet. Again, I mean, no polished areas. Now, Citizen easily makes the best titanium bracelets in the world, I think personally. Maybe even some of the best bracelets, period. I love Citizen's bracelets. I have a Promaster diver that's got the exact same bracelet. Of course, it's not titanium, it's stainless steel. But man, the fit and finish, the quality of these bracelets is absolutely top notch. You would expect this to be, you know, a much more expensive watch, really just for the bracelet alone. That's how good these bracelets are. And especially when they're in titanium, they're super light. Of course, you know, super titanium is 5 times harder and 40% lighter than stainless steel. And I used not to be a big titanium fan a long time ago. I thought it made the watch feel cheap or something. Man, I couldn't have been more wrong. I love titanium now, I really do. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Let me also show you, while I've got it open, here is the dive extension. You basically pull these back and it slides open. I just washed it just for the review, so it's got a little bit of water there. So there you go. And then just to close it, you just push it back. Nice. There you go. Titanium right there. Base titanium. And let's show you this monocoque case back. Now monocoque means single shell in French. And let me show you some of the stuff here. Let me see if I can read that. It looks like Citizen Watch Company, base titanium sapphire, water resist 20 bar, which is 200 meters, anti-magnetic, the E168 movement, Japan movement, and cased in China. Of course, you got the Citizen logo up there. Really cool, man. It looks like Citizen says, since 1975. Pretty cool. I love this watch. I think it's one of the best looking Citizens made. Again, super simple. I mean, you know, it's not extravagant looking. It doesn't have anything that it doesn't need. It's just, it feels really substantial on your wrist. It's incredibly legible, obviously. Those indexes almost look applied, but they're not. It's just a really thick application of that Citizen proprietary lume. And the Citizen has the best color lume, I think, on the market. Obviously, Seiko has the brightest and the longest lasting, but I much prefer this kind of teal blue Citizen lume over anything, any type of lume that Seiko makes. Let's show you this crown. Really nice knurling. My favorite crown, maybe of all time, just for the knurling alone and the feel and the pop action when you pop it out. Nice crown guards right here. Nice little pop action. Of course, the first position is for your date. Second position is for your time. Incredibly easy to screw back in. I mean, almost effortless. Has a nice definite stop point. It's not signed, I believe. No, not signed. Yeah, not signed. But it is polished. Look at that. That's another polished area on the watch I wasn't expecting. There you go. So what else I want to tell you about this thing, man? I mean, guys, if you want to get one of these, I highly recommend you get it. I mean, it's just a fantastic watch. I love these monocoque caseback watches. So basically, if you were to try to service this watch, they would have to go through the dial. There's no other way to do it. If you look, the case is sealed. Look at that. There's some more of that polishing, by the way, you can see. So the case is sealed. It's really cool. Again, man, if you take care of this watch, it's going to last you forever. I mean, these E168 movements, they basically say that the movement inside the battery, the rechargeable battery, will lose about 80% of its, it'll lose only about 20% of its capacity over 20 years. So you'll still have 80% capacity even after 20 years for these watches, which I think is absolutely incredible. Just take care of it. Occasionally wash it in lukewarm water and some soap. That's all you need to do. Don't leave it in hot sunlight. Don't leave it in a hot window or on the dash of a car in the summer. Just take care of it, man. The watch will definitely take care of you. Now, if you want to get one of these, I definitely recommend heading on over to Shopping in Japan's website. You can pick one up for $372. They also have a black dial version on a leather NATO strap for about $30 cheaper at $342. Now with that model, you also get a nylon black NATO strap with that one as well. And also remember to use coupon code MAV20 off. That's MAV20OFF. And that'll give you $20 off of your order. Again, that's going to cover most of your shipping from Japan. So make sure you head on over there and check them out. Let me go ahead and try this thing on for you real quick. Fits perfectly right out of the box. Oh man, love it. Man, that's a good looking watch. I mean, simple. Again, not extravagant, not elaborate looking. Doesn't have a whole bunch of subdials or markings on the bezel or anything like that. But you just know you're wearing a really well-made, well thought out well-articulated watch. I just love this thing, man. Really nice watch. All right, let's go ahead and show you the lume. Again, my absolute favorite lume color by any watch company is Citizen's teal lume. Let me show you this stuff. It's already glowing a little bit there. Again, not as long lasting as Seiko's Lumibright or as bright. But this stuff really pops, man. And it's gonna last a long time. Just, you know, it's not as crazy as Seiko's Lumibright. But look at this color. Oh, love it. You see the little reflections in the sapphire crystal right there. Best looking lume on the market, in my opinion. God, look at that. That is really cool looking. All right, so what else I want to tell you about this thing? Guys, I think that's really about it. Let me turn everything back on, and we'll wrap this review up. I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to know if you like this one or the black dial version on the NATO. I like this one just because I love their titanium bracelets. Again, the best on the market, in my opinion, by any manufacturer. I don't care if it's a Swiss, manufacturer or anybody. Citizen knows how to make a titanium bracelet like nobody's business. Love their titanium bracelets. So anyway, guys, that's about it for this one. Again, tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you think of the watch. I like it a lot. Reasonably priced, not too expensive. So head on over to Shopping in Japan if you want to pick one up. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe and click that notification bell. All of us YouTubers really appreciate when you do that. I've got one more Shopping in Japan watch coming up probably near the end of the week. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And until then, I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.